Okay, coronavirus anxiety tip number 2. Learn something new that you've always wanted to do. So when you learn something new, it's really hard to be anxious because when you're learning something and you're concentrating on something, you're usually really present. And when you're present, you can't be anxious thinking about other things that you're possibly very worried about. So it is a bit of a distraction, but even more than a distraction, it's a way to be present during a time when you're very anxious. And the more you can keep yourself present, the more likely you're going to be less anxious. So it's a beautiful gift learning something new. Today I learned how to tie a bow tie. This is the second time I've been doing it. We'll see how I do. I've also learned I'm learning how to play the guitar. And the bow tie is interesting because it reminds me of Saturday Night Live and Paul Simon. There was a legislator named Paul Simon. They always used to make fun of him on Saturday Night Live because they used to say, the bow tie. And bow ties are really interesting because they have this kind of quirky feel, they have this academic feel, they're kind of elegant at the same time. So they just have a whole lot of feels to them, and I think they're pretty fun. And so few men actually wear them comparatively to a regular tie. So I think that's another positive about the bow tie. All right, I think I'm getting this thing. So when you're learning something new and you're being very present, it's hard to be really anxious. So not only are you using your brain and you're creating more neurons and more connections in neurons, you're also stopping anxiety in its tracks. So I think we got it. Thank you for spending time with me. This was the 2-minute bow tie. And one thing I learned about bow ties is the way they're shaped, they'll never be perfectly symmetrical, which is another thing to remember when it comes to anxiety. If you're going for perfection, you'll always be anxious. So you have to just go with it, do the best you can, and enjoy the imperfection of my asymmetrical bow tie. All right, thank you so much. We'll see you soon.